takes a lot to accomplish a lot, whether that's managing your diabetes, doing well in school, doing well on the ice, or starting a career. It's important to put that drive into everything that you do. I think that's the most important thing that I've learned from him, watching him work hard his entire life.
I'm Steve Cage. I'm retired now, but I owned a couple of businesses. I'm the guy that kind of found the idea to get defects out of cars before they're built. I've always kind of taken a different path. If the crowd's going one way, I'm going the other. And that's kind of me. So that independent streak that I have has served me well.
If I can take one quality, it's definitely that, not the receding hairline. I'm Spencer Cage, I'm 22, and I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 13.
Spencer was just like, gosh, a regular boy jumping off trees and playing every sport and riding his bike and having a great time, and loved hockey.
So I had gotten sick. This was kind of during like the swine flu H1N1 scare.
That was the year that we had that H1N1 and the flu. He got that, but we didn't know it was that.
I mean, I was out of commission for 2-3 weeks, just sick as a dog, like didn't know what was happening. I started to get better, feel like I was getting better, but there were some weird things happening. I was going to the bathroom twice a class. I mean, we had 45-minute class period. My sister is actually a type 1 diabetic as well. So my mom kind of saw what was happening.
We happened to have a weekend off of hockey, and he goes, "Mom, I think I have diabetes." And because we had old equipment in the house, I went and got a meter and test strip.
Yeah, it was one of my sister's old meters, old test strips. These are kind of the excuses I was making when I saw the number above 300 on there and I saw my mom's reaction.
I tested him, and I know I went as white as a sheet of paper. I
mean, I thought my world was falling apart. I thought I had like days to live. I thought it was all crashing to the ground, I was young, I was in puberty, it was emotional, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to play hockey, like my mom's crying, I had to call my dad and be like, this is what just happened.
Get the phone call from Spencer, and it was, he says, "Dad, I've got type 1 diabetes," and of course I'm like shocked. And he's crying, and I'm trying not to. So it was a difficult moment, but I tried to encourage Spencer that everything's going to be okay, and
The conversation was a lot of what your limitations would be, and I've never really been good with being told I have limitations.
You can't tell a child they can't do what they love.
Grief and sadness and confusion kind of turned into like an angry hunger. I didn't really want those limitations around me. I tried to break down doors where I could. I mean, I couldn't sit on the sidelines. I just couldn't. I couldn't be told no.
I think I wanted to see him be able to do whatever he wanted to do. And then he was independent already. I think with his mom's care and certainly, my drive and encouragement and so forth, he was able to, do most anything he wanted to do.
One of the things that you find is you get like a warrior mentality. You make a decision that this is not going to change their life.
Spencer had been skiing, and he's with his girlfriend, and then he comes knocking on the door, and Spencer's really low, and he needs your help. And I've really never seen him really low. He takes care of himself so well. Now he has lows, but I mean, this is really low. He has started squirting the sugar into his mouth, and he's used the whole tube, I find out, before he's come to me, which, he knows what he's doing, but it's not taking hold. So he's not bouncing back. He's now at 39, 38. We're waiting on the people to show up. He's starting to say, "Dad, I'm starting to pass out." Here's wonderful kid, and you can't do anything. And he's wanting help. And that's when he realized how awful this disease is. All the sugar he'd been putting in his mouth, and it finally kicked in. And as they got there, it began to come up. So the worst of it, from blacking out, coma, all that stuff, convulsions, we beat that day. But that day still, can happen. And that's why this has got to be cured. So I'm the guy taking the pictures that day, and I took the picture, looked normal in the camera. Spencer's disrupting the puck of the kid on defense, as he normally does, but they're going towards the wall.
I went funny into the boards, collided with a guy, lost an edge, smacked my head against the wall. A debilitating concussion put me out for something like 6 months. It actually then led me into finding another injury. So as I was trying to come back, I started getting really sick again. One night, woke up in a panic sweat with probably the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Right here in my chest. Get into the hospital, they start doing blood work. They don't really know what's going on. They found that I had over 20 pulmonary embolisms in my lungs. They said it was a showering of blood clots in my lungs. Let's just say this whole situation kind of put hockey on hold. A lot of people have tried to draw strings across all the different medical things that I've had, but there's no relation. The blood clotting was due to a mechanical problem in my chest. It was the collarbone and the first rib, they're to blame. But what was connected the whole time was the fact that to stay healthy, to recover from getting your chest opened up and them taking a rib, I had to take care of my diabetes. I wasn't gonna heal. I wasn't gonna be able to play hockey again. I wasn't gonna, live the rest of my life in a healthy way if I didn't take care of my diabetes. So yet again, I had to put diabetes first.
But we've managed this disease as a family for decades. But to know that some other family doesn't have to go through this, that would be awesome. Not everyone has to be a warrior every day.
A cure means that a kid one day isn't gonna have to think about it every day. A cure means a kid can live his life without limitations. A cure means that you don't have to keep looking over your shoulder every minute of every day for something that's trying to get you. A cure means no more sitting on the sidelines or anything like that.
You've got a community of people that can all understand what's going on in your life.
I couldn't imagine being in a family that was completely new to this, kind of stranded and all alone. JDRF is there to kind of help take that fight and be another champion for you and help you battle your way forward through it. When I was hurt with the blood clotting incident, I spent part of the term as an intern in the JDRF Boston office. It was another incredible group of people doing the same thing that we're doing here. And it blew my mind that offices like that are all across the country. Multiply what we're doing here and now times 50 states, times as many people who care about it, just like me and just like you.
Advances are fantastic, but it takes the research, it takes the money, it takes all of us giving and providing these scientists with opportunities in the flow of cash and money to really do the research to help develop steps along the way. I'm simply here today to ask everyone to please contribute, please give. Let's help stop this disease and help cure it.
I would just want to make sure that it was an accessible cure. It's not really a victory if it's just for you. It would need to be like a, this is gone forever for everyone kind of thing. It's like this day forward, no one else. That's when I'll be happy. We can eat a big chocolate cake and have a beer then.